Hello, everybody. How are we doing tonight? It is almost yoga time. Yeah, doing some virtual yoga tonight here, courtesy of the Battery and Kaiser Permanente. So we'll wait another minute or two and get some people. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you very much. I see some of you starting to tune in. We're getting ready to do a little yoga. In just a minute or so, we'll get started. So welcome. Welcome everybody. My name is Renee and I'm so excited to be here to provide yet another yoga experience for you, courtesy of Facebook Live, Kaiser Permanente, and the Battery Atlanta. What a beautiful day. Did you get outside today? Oh my gosh, so gorgeous outside. I thought, man, it's a perfect night to be out at the green on the Battery, but might have to wait a little bit longer until that happens. But in the meantime, we can all still practice together and connect with one another and do a little yoga and keep the yoga conversation going. Keep it going. So I'm going to start to make my way back towards your mat. Check your space, make sure you have enough wingspan. You're not going to run into anything side to side. You can rotate 360 and not hit anything. So once your space is set, we'll start rolling, yeah? So I'm going to start to back up towards my mat. Hopefully you can see me and hear me okay. Looks like my cat Orange is going to be joining us at least for a little bit tonight. She gets excited sometimes when I get on my yoga mat. So let's get started. So we're going to start as we usually do in a comfortable seat. And that can change from practice from week to week. I'm sitting cross-legged tonight. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to. You can sit in any way that makes you feel comfortable. Begin to relax your arms and most importantly, relax your gaze. Letting your eyes towards your hands or your lap, or you can allow your eyes to gently close. Gently close. Finding just a bit of stillness here at the beginning of our practice. We can, set the tone. Differentiate yoga time from other different times of the day. Give it the importance and the meaning that it deserve. Because ultimately this time is about you individually. So start to focus inwards on yourself, and a great way to do that is by connecting to the rhythm of your own breath. Noticing each inhale and exhale as it comes in and out of your nose. Finding comfort. Comfort in your own skin, comfort in your own space, comfort in your own being. And that comes through becoming more and more familiar with the rhythm of your breath. So by taking the time now, it's so important now more than ever that we engage in self-care practices, that we restore ourselves to wholeness. Regardless of how we feel about the situation, there's a lot of messages out there making us feel unsafe, that other people are unsafe, that perhaps leaving our home is unsafe. But when we come to our mat, we can come back to a place of trust, of wholeness, of understanding, of being comfortable with who we are in this moment, regardless of the external reality. We're going to start tonight with some twisting movements to free up the energy around our spine. We're going to be using different focal points in the body to facilitate our twist. And for the first one, we're going to be using our eyes. So if your eyes are closed, gently open them. And in keeping your hips level and keeping your chin for now facing forward, roll your eyes all the way to the right. Yeah, roll your eyes like you're looking at something way on the right. Look to the right, just with your eyes. And as your eyes roll as far as they can, then gently tilt your chin and your head to follow, looking over your right shoulder. And then do it again. Roll your eyes as far as you can to the right first, then allow your head to follow. And one more time, roll your eyes as far as you can to the right. Turn your head as far as you can to the right. You might even be looking behind you right now. Notice the nice stretching that's going on around the head, the neck, and the upper shoulders. And on your next in-breath, we'll come back to center. And we'll do that again. So once again, roll your eyes. Roll your eyes as far as you can to the right. And gently rotate your chin towards the right. Then do it again. Roll your eyes. And head and neck. Follow one more time. Finding the full rotation. So roll your eyes and roll your head. Twist and look. Come on, back to the center. You know, us yogis, we like to do things in threes. So we got to do it one more time. Maybe that's the OCD in us yogis. I don't know, but there's a lot of symbolism around the number 3, which is probably a topic for another time. And pull your eyes to the right and turn your head. Rolling your eyes just in their sockets, turn your head. One more time, turn. Turn, find the full rotation. Then come on back to the center. You can gently shake it out if you want. And then what we do on one side, we generally like to do on the other side. So now rolling your eyes to the left. So now roll your eyes to the left as far as they can go. And then turn your head a little bit. And do it again. Roll your eyes. Head and neck swivels. And one more time, roll your eyes to the left. Maybe look behind you. And then come on back to the center and we'll do it again. Roll your eyes. And roll your head. Roll your eyes. And roll your head. One more time. Roll your eyes. Roll your head. Look all the way to the left. Come on back to the center. One more time. Roll your eyes. And roll your head. Roll your eyes. Roll your head one more time. Roll all the way back. Good, good, good. Come on back to the center. And release it out if you'd like to. Now we're going to change. That was more the upper head, the cervical spine, the upper 7 vertebrae. We're going to move it down a little bit lower. You're going to kind of twist and wring things out a little bit more. So this time you're going to take your hands and place your chin in the heels of your hands, kind of like you're cupping your chin. And you want your elbows in close to your body, close in. So your triceps, this part between your elbow and your armpit, is touching your body. So in nice and close. And now let your gaze settle somewhere in front of you. Naturally, in yoga or a gaze point. So for instance, my eyes naturally land, there's a spot on my tripod in front of me that I'm looking at. My eyes just naturally gravitate there. So you want to keep your gaze neutral. So you're going to keep your gaze forward. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Then as you exhale, keep your eyes locked on that point, and then turn, pull your belly in and turn to the right. You're going to feel a twist a little bit lower in your body. Now inhale and come back to the center. Exhale, gaze fixed forward. Exhale and twist. And one more time. Inhale in the middle. Exhale, twist to the right. Keep your gaze forward. Pull your belly in. Imagine twisting from your belly. All right, come back to the center. We're going to do it to the left. Take an inhale through your nose. Exhale, twist to the left. Gaze still locked on that single point. Twist, twist, twist. Inhale, come to the center. Exhale, twist again. Twisting, 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 twisting. Inhale and come back to the center. Exhale and twist again. Twist, twisting. All right, release that, come back to center. Now make your way onto all fours. So come onto your hands and your knees. And you may want to do a couple of cat-cows here, exhaling as you round your spine, chin towards your chest, belly in, inhale and sway. Or you might be ready for downward facing dog, and that's okay too. Adho Mukha Svanasana. So a couple of cat-cows if you want to warm up, otherwise tuck your toes. Lift your hips up into the air. Gaze now towards your navel if you have your knees up off of the floor. Bending your knees from side to side or moving your hips from side to side. Walking your dog or wagging your tail. Hello, David from Rossville. How are you? Thank you for joining us tonight. Take another deep breath in through your nose. Exhale all the air out, then look forward to your hands. Walk your feet up towards your thumbs. And we're going to hang here in a forward fold. Uttanasana, standing forward bend. Bend your knees. Relax forward. Weight should be towards your big toes in these forward folds. Shake your head, yes and no. Always feels good to stretch out the head and neck a little bit more now these days and other times, because we're spending a lot of time in fixed positions, or more time in fixed positions than we normally do. Bend your knees a little bit. We're going to slowly roll up. So let your arms be nice and heavy. You're going to slowly roll up to stand. Once you get about halfway up, inhale, raise your arms up over your head and gaze up at your thumbs. Exhale, fold forward. Now shifting your gaze down towards your toes. Inhale, lift up halfway and look forward. Exhale, chin towards your chest and look at your knees. Inhale, rise all the way up. This is Ardha Surya Namaskar, half sun salutation. We'll do it again. Exhale, fold forward, looking down at your toes. Inhale, lift up halfway and look forward. Exhale, fold in and look at your knees. Inhale, rise all the way up. Nice and long. Stretch up long. Look at your hands. One more time. Exhale, fold forward, looking down at your feet. Inhale, lift up halfway, look forward. Exhale, fold in and look at your knees. Inhale, rise all the way up. Now moving into full Surya Namaskar, letter A. Exhale, bow all the way forward. Look down at your feet. Inhale, lift up halfway and look forward. Exhale, plant your hands on your mat. Step your feet back to the back of your mat. Move from a high push-up down to a low push-up and release all the way down to your mat. Untuck your toes. Inhale, lift your chest up. You can choose not to use your hands, or you can use your arms to press yourself up. Exhale, tuck your toes. Press your hips up. Take a few breaths. Downward facing dog. Look at your belly button. Really important to follow your breath as we cue it. Each movement has an in-breath or an out-breath associated with it. Draws your attention inward. It helps you gain more trust in yourself and in the practice. Boy, my cat is all over me tonight. Yeah. Exhale, look forward to your hands. Walk your feet up. That way, look forward. Exhale, fold in. Look at your knees. Inhale, rise all the way up. We'll do it again. Exhale, bow forward. Look down at your feet. Inhale, lift up halfway. Look forward. Exhale, palms down. Step back. High to low push up. Look out, orange, I'm coming in. Inhale, step upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck your toes. Lift your hips up, downward facing dog. Breathe nice and deeply. Bottom of your exhale, look forward to your hands. Begin to walk your feet up towards your fingers. Inhale, lift up halfway and look forward. Exhale, fold in, look at your knees. Inhale, rise all the way up. One more time through sun A. Exhale, bow all the way forward. And look down at your toes. Inhale, lift up halfway, look forward. Exhale, palms down, step back. Bend your elbows, so slowly lower yourself down towards the ground. Inhale, lift your chest up. Gaze up towards the ceiling. Exhale, tuck your toes. Lift your hips up, down facing dog. Bottom of your exhale, look forward to your hands. Walk your feet up. To your hands, inhale, lift up halfway, look forward. Exhale, fold in, look at your knees, then bend your knees. Inhale, lift your chest up, chair pose. So if you raise your arms up, that's a full extension. You can bring your hands to your heart, or bring your hands down to your hips. Moving energy downwards into your heels, so make sure your heels are pressing down into the ground, and pull your belly in to keep your tailbone in line. Exhale, straighten your legs and fold forward. Look down. Inhale, lift up halfway. Look forward. Exhale, palms down, step back. Move from a high push-up to a low push-up. Inhale, chest comes up, upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck your toes. Lift your hips up, downward facing dog. Now turn your left foot out to the left so you can plant the sole of your left foot down the ground. Step your right foot forward, up to your hands. Keep your right knee bent. Inhale and raise your arms up. Look up at your hands. Warrior one on the right. And exhale, lower your hands down. Step your right foot back. High to low push up. Inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips up. Other side. This time turn your right toes out to the right. Right heel firmly planted on your mat. Step your left foot forward. So, warrior one on the left this time. Exhale, lower your hands down. Step your left foot back. High push up to low push up. Inhale. Lift your chest up. Exhale. Lift your hips up. Inverted V. Gaze at your belly. Take a couple more breaths. Starting to create some heat and openness in the body, which creates openness in your mind. Again, being open to this idea of feeling safe and being able to, once again, even in these turbulent times, we can cultivate and practice things that help us feel safe and secure and to trust one another. Yoga is a great way to do it. Yeah, look forward to your hands, walk your feet up. Inhale, lift up halfway, look forward. Exhale, fold in, look at your knees, bend your knees. Inhale, lift your chest up. Chair pose. And we'll do that again. Exhale, straighten your legs and fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway, look forward. Exhale, palms down, step or jump back. Lower yourself nice and slow. Inhale, chest lifts up, look up. Exhale. We're going to do that sequence, Surya Namaskar B, one more time. Sun Salutation B. Look forward to your hands, walk your feet to your hands. Inhale, lift up halfway, look forward. Exhale, fold in, look at your knees, bend your knees. Inhale, lift your chest up. Last time, exhale, straighten your legs, fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway, look forward. Exhale, palms down, step or jump back. Lower yourself down. Inhale, chest rises up. Exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips up, plant your left foot. Big step forward with your right foot. Inhale, rise up. Warrior one on the right. Exhale, lower your hands, step back. High to low, push up, inhale. Up dog, a little back bend. Exhale, tuck your toes. Lift your hips up, little forward fold. Drop your right heel, step your left foot forward. Inhale, rise up. Warrior one on the left. Exhale, lower your hands, step back. High to low, push up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a few more breaths and down dog, looking at your belly. Creating even more heat as we move through Surya Namaskar beat. One more breath, look forward to your hands, walk your feet up to your hands. Inhale, lift up halfway, looking forward. Exhale, fold in, look at your knees, bend your knees. Inhale, lift your chest. And as you exhale, we're going to come to standing, mountain pose, or Namaste. So how do we build trust through yoga practice? A couple different ways. One is through backward bending. And the other one is through doing some balancing, specifically balancing on our arms. So in tonight's practice, I'd like to break down what's called Bakasana, or crow pose in English. A little bit of not a little bit, it's an arm balance. So as we learn to balance ourselves, we learn to kind of push the boundaries of trust and overcome fear. So we'll go over the basics of what crow pose is about. Now, there's lots of different ways to do crow pose, lots of different stops along the way to achieving what is crow pose, yeah? But you just take it wherever you want to. You take it where you want to in this moment. It doesn't matter whether or not you achieve the full expression in this moment. What matters is that you give it a try. And you may fall, and that's okay too. It's not very far when you fall, but it's possible, yeah? So here we go. I'll face you and then I'll turn to the side and see if one of the views works for you. Yeah, inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, and bow forward. You're going to want to bend your knees enough so that you can plant your hands down on the ground. So bend your knees if you have to do that. But you want to plant your hands very firmly onto the earth. Spread your fingers really wide. And press down with your thumb and your index finger. And now you want your feet about the same distance apart as your hands. So hands are probably about shoulder distance apart. And then move your feet the same distance. And now you're going to bend your knees. Bend your knees. Bend your knees and bring your knees, as you bend your knees, I'm also bending my elbows just a little bit, to bring my knee to the back of my arm. So bending my elbows, bending my knees to bring my knees close to touch my triceps. And for some of us, just getting in this position can take a heck of a lot of work and practice. So that's just what you're doing, yeah? You can be in this forward fold. And then as you exhale, soften your elbows, bend your knees, try and bring your knees up towards your triceps. Gaze slightly forward of your hands and rock forward. See if you can lift your heels up off of the ground, coming onto your toes. And you can rock back a little bit and release it, rocking forward and back, putting a little bit more weight into your hands each time you rock forward. Yeah? So keep your gaze forward, pull your belly in, and maybe when you rock forward, maybe you can lift up one foot. Yeah? Lower it down, maybe rock back, and then maybe you try it on the other side. Rock forward, maybe raise your other foot. Again, it doesn't even matter whether or not your feet get off the floor. What matters is that you give it a try and push out of your own comfort zone just a little bit. And if you feel pretty comfortable there, rock forward. Maybe you can even lift up both feet at the same time. That's the full expression, looking forward. Belly in, gaze forward, finding the full expression of your crow. But again, don't be too hung up on whether or not that happens in this particular moment. Instead, you just try. You find what your edge is today and you try. And when you try, you plant the seeds. When you try, you get a little bit stronger. When you try, you're learning to trust. Yeah? So there's going to be an opportunity in the next sequence of movements that we do for you to play around with that arm balance. And again, maybe you do it, maybe you don't. Doesn't really matter either way. We just try, all right? Okay, so top of your mat. Standing towards the top third of your mat. Inhale and raise your arms up over your head. Look up at your hands. Exhale and fold forward. Look down at your toes. Now bend your knees, plant your hands. You're going to step back into downward facing dog this time. Inverted V position. Now with an inhale, raise your right leg up into the air. Three-legged dog. As you exhale, bring your knee underneath your body. Round in and see if you can bring your knee and your nose together. Inhale, extend your right leg up behind you. Three-legged dog again. Exhale, bring your right foot to your hands. All 10 toes pointing forward. Inhale, raise both of your arms up. Crescent lunge. So make sure your back heel is lifted, not planted. Yeah, Unconditional, crescent lunge. With an exhale, take your right arm, drop it behind you, past your hip, flip your palm open, look back at your right hand. With an inhale, raise your right arm up in front of you. Left arm is going to drop your left heel. Keep your right knee bending, but stretch and reach up and back on the right side. So bend your right knee. At the same time, reach up and back with your right arm. Reverse warrior. Exhale, you're going to cartwheel. Place both of your hands down to either side of your right foot. And step your right foot back, downward facing dog. We're going to trial that on the left. Here we go. Inhale, left leg extends up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bring your knee under your body. Bring your knee towards your nose. Inhale, extend your left leg up. Exhale, left foot steps to your hands. Press down with your feet. Engage your belly. Inhale, raise your arms up. Crescent lunge pose on the left. Back heel lifted. Exhale, twist open to the left. Left hand drops behind you. Look back at your left hand. Inhale, sweep your left arm in front of you. Wrap your right arm behind your back. Drop your right heel. Bend your left knee. At the same time, reach your left arm up and back. Reverse warrior. Exhale, lower your hands down. Step your left foot back. Downward facing dog. We're going to do that again. Add a few more things on. Inhale, right leg lifts up. Exhale, bring your knee towards your nose. Inhale, extend your right leg. Exhale, right foot forward to your hands. Inhale, rise up. Nice high lunge. Look up at your hands if you want to challenge yourself. Then exhale, twist open to the right. Right arm behind you, look back at your right hand. Inhale, sweep your right arm up in front of you. Wrap your left hand behind your back. Drop your left heel. Bend your right knee. Stretch and reach up and back. Reverse warrior. And now we're going to add on. Exhale, take your right hand, your right forearm more precisely, and drop it down to your right thigh. Parsvakonasana. Side angle pose. Think about dropping your hips down. Option here to full bind if you want, right arm underneath. Also an option for bird of paradise if that is part of your practice. Yeah. Inhale, open up to the side of your mat. 5-pointed star. So you're looking at the left long edge of your mat. Hand. Exhale, bend forward from the waist and lean forward. Now here's that place. That place where you can play around with that arm balance if you want to. You can place your hands down on your mat, or if you want, you can jump your feet in a little bit. Plant your hands, soften your elbows, bring your knees towards your triceps, and lean forward. And find balance in here, a little bit of crow. Or don't. Just stay in your forward fold. Lower your feet down if you haven't already. Now we're going to do what's called the yogi walk around. Walk your hands, hand over hand, towards your left foot. Turn all 10 of your toes to the left. So you're facing the back of your space or the side of your space, depending on how you have your device oriented. Right finger. Inhale your left arm up. Look up at your left hand. Twisted Dragonfly Lunge. Exhale, lower your left hand. You're going to step your left leg up and back, three-legged dog, switching sides immediately. Exhale, bring your knee and your nose together. Inhale, left leg extends. Behind you, exhale, left foot forward. To your hands. Inhale, rise up nice and tall. Crescent lunge. Exhale, twist open to your left. Look back at your left hand. Inhale, sweep your right arm in front of you. Right arm wraps behind your back. Drop your right heel. Lift up and back. Reverse. Warrior. Exhale, take your left forearm down to your left thigh. Half bind with your right arm behind your back. Full bind if your left arm goes underneath you. Or bird of paradise. I'll show you what that looks like on the other side. In, up, side of your mat. 5-pointed star. Exhale, bend forward from the waist, plant your hands. Again, just stay here in your forward fold or jump your feet in a little bit. Find your crow pose, balance, or at least try, look forward, pull your belly in, trust. You'll be okay and it's not very far if you fall. Lower your feet if you haven't, forward fold. Walk everything now to the right. Walk your hands around. Walk your toes around. Keep your left fingertips down on the ground. Inhale your right arm up. Dragonfly, twisted lunge. Changing sides again and adding on. Exhale, lower your right hand. Send your right leg up and back behind you. Three-legged dog. Avoid your cat if you happen to have one underneath you. What are you doing, Orange? You're crazy, yeah? Exhale, bring your knee towards your nose. Inhale, extend your right leg up. Exhale, right foot forward to your hands. Inhale, rise up, high lunge. Now you're going to keep the lunge. Exhale, take a twist. Right arm stretches back. Look back at your right hand. Inhale, right arm comes up in front of you. Left arm behind your back. Drop your left heel, stretch up and back. Reverse warrior. Exhale, bring your right forearm down to your right thigh. Half bind. Right hand goes underneath for the full bind. And if you have bird of paradise, you can do that too. Which means you're going to look forward at your right toe, step your left foot forward. You're going to balance on your left leg. Raise your right leg up. And maybe extend your left. And again, whether any of that is happening in this moment is up to you. My hair is in my face. I gotta try that again. Let's try that again, yeah? Left foot forward, right leg comes up. There we go. There we go. Now we got it. Now we got it. Yeah? Lower your right foot down, step back to side angle. Inhale, open up. 5-pointed star, side of your mat. Exhale, fold forward. Stay in your forward fold, or if you want to try crow, jump your feet in. Knees to your triceps. Find your crow pose, or again, just stay in your forward fold. Lower your feet down. Walk everything to the left. Everything to the left. All 10 toes to the left. Right fingertips stay down. Inhale your left arm up into the air. Dragonfly, twisted lunge. Now with an inhale, you're going to sweep your arms up. Lift your chest up. Place your weight into your left foot. Kick your right foot forward. Utthita Hasta Planustasana, letter D, big toe hold D. Point your toes. Look at your right big toe. And then with an exhale, keep balancing on your right foot, or your left foot, I'm sorry. Send your right foot back behind you. Warrior 3, chest down, leg up. kind of like the capital letter T. And then gently lower all 10 fingertips down to the ground. Curl your nose in towards your knee. Standing splits. Raise your right leg up as high as you can. Exhale, lower your right toes. Way back behind you. Weight in your hands. Switching sides. Inhale, left leg goes up and back behind you. Exhale, bring your nose and your knee together. Inhale, extend your left leg. Exhale, left foot forward to your hands. Inhale, rise up. Nice high lunge. Exhale, twist open to the left. Look back at your left hand. Inhale, sweep your left arm up in front of you. Wrap your right arm behind your back. Drop your right heel. Reach back, reverse, warrior. Exhale, bring your left forearm down to your left thigh, side angle pose. Or drop your left hand underneath you. Bring your hands together. Or look at your left big toe. Start to bring your right foot forward. Gently stand up. Maybe extend your left leg. Maybe not today. Inhale, open up. 5-pointed star, side of your mat. Exhale, fold forward. Stay here in your forward fold. Jump your feet together and find your crow balance or your expression of Bakasana or crow today, regardless of what it is. Leaning forward. Lower your feet if you haven't already. Everything goes to the right. Walking all over to the right. Left fingertips stay to the earth. Raise your right arm up into the air. It's a low twisted lunge. Dragonfly twisted lunge. And now we'll do a few balancing poses. Inhale. Raise your chest up. Raise your arms up. Kick your left foot out in front of you. Point your toes. Look at your left big toe. And as you exhale, left leg stretches behind you. Chest down, lift your leg up. Virabhadrasana 3 or Warrior 3. Deep breath in, and as you exhale, lower your 10 fingertips down to the ground. Bring your nose towards your knee, standing splits. Then gently lower your left toes behind you. Switching sides again, inhale, right leg up into the air, 3-legged dog. Exhale, bring your nose and your knee together. Inhale, right leg extends. Exhale, right foot forward to your hands. Inhale, rise up. High lunge. Exhale, twist open to the right. Look back at your right thumb. Inhale, right arm in front of you. Left arm behind your back. Drop your left heel. Stretch back. Reverse warrior. Exhale, forearm to your thigh. Side angle pose. Again, you can half bind, full bind. Start to step forward. Come on up. Bird of paradise if it's in your practice. Otherwise, side angle pose. Inhale, open up. 5-pointed star. Exhale, forward fold. Stay here in your forward fold, or you can balance again. Crow pose. Bakasana. Lower your feet. Walk your hands to the left. Turn your toes to the left. Right arm stays down. Right fingertips to the floor. Inhale, left arm stretches up. Dragonfly twisted lunge. Balancing once again. Inhale, raise your arms up. Kick your right foot forward. Point your right toes. Look at your right toes. Exhale, right leg goes behind you. Arms to your sides or to your heart or back like airplane wings for Warrior 3. Take a deep breath in and lower your fingertips down. Curl your nose in towards your knee. Standing splits. Exhale, lower your right leg down. Inhale, left leg goes up into the air. Exhale, bring your knee and your nose together. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, left foot to your hands. Inhale, rise up. High lunge, arms up. Exhale, twist open to the left. Look back at your left hand. Inhale, left arm reaches up in front of you. Right arm wraps behind your back. Drop your right heel, lean back. Reverse warrior. Exhale, left forearm to your left thigh. Side angle, half bind. Side angle, full bind. Bird paradise. Man, I am not feeling not that balanced on that side, yeah? Side angle pose, inhale, open up, 5-pointed star. Exhale, forward fold. Jump or step your feet together. Find your crow pose if you want. Knees to the backs of your legs. Lift your feet up. Lower your feet if you haven't already. Turn everything to the right. Left fingertips stay down. Inhale your right arm up. Dragonfly Twisted Lunge. Inhale, let's balance. Raise your arms up. Kick your left foot forward. Big toe hold D. Take an exhale. Chest down. Leg goes back behind you. Warrior 3. Deep breath in. Exhale. Lower your fingertips down to the earth. Raise your left leg up. Standing splits. Behind you. This time step your right foot. Downward facing dog. Inhale. Drop both of your knees down towards your mat, and then exhale. We'll take a child's pose. You're gonna sink. Sit down on your heels. Knees can be together. Knees can be kind of wide apart. That's up to you. Arms can be in front of you, or you can reach back towards your toes, or hands on the small of your back. Give yourself this moment to reground, to reacquaint yourself with yourself. To find the nurturing energy that's underneath you at all times. The earth is an unending source of unconditional love and grounding, nurturing energy. So sometimes if we are too much in our heads, we can feel disconnected, discombobulated, or, afraid or fearful. If we can come back into our breath and lower ourselves down towards the earth, we can come back into a space of trust and knowing that's always there. It's always there. And let's gently come up. We're going to come onto all fours. So from our child's pose, come into your hands and your knees. We're going to stretch out our hips with a few, a pigeon and a variation. So you're going to take your right knee and slide it forward. Keep your shin down towards the ground. Right knee comes forward towards your right wrist. And you're going to walk your foot over towards your left wrist. Now, the more you walk your foot, your right foot towards your left wrist, the more intense the stretch is going to be in your hip. The more you keep your heel or your right foot closer to your body, the less intense the stretch is going to be. So if you're not sure, just keep your heel in towards your body a little bit, and you can adjust it as you need to. Lower your hips down and stretch your left leg back behind you. Pigeon pose. Ekapataraja Kapotasana. Now, this is a very deep hip stretch, but it is not a knee-friendly stretch. So if you find that as you're moving into this, if one or both of your knees do not like this, then please stop. Now you can roll onto your back for a much more knee-friendly variation. Yeah? Extend your legs up, take your right heel to your left thigh. So you have like a figure 4 happening with your legs. Then you can hug and draw your legs in. You still get that nice stretch in your right hip, but it doesn't compromise the knee as much because you don't have the weight of your upper body on it. So please, if you need to, flip over onto your back. Otherwise, you can stay upright or you can lay down, laying your chest on top of your right thigh. Releasing down into the earth again while stretching out and releasing our hip. And if you're in that reclined position, if you're on your back, you might want to make your way up to your seat. And if you're lying forward, you're going to start to lift your chest up. We're going to roll onto our right hip, So roll onto your right hip and keep rolling. So eventually you're seated on your rear end with your left leg extended. I'll go the same way you guys are. I need to go this way, yeah? So right leg bent, left leg extended. Inhale and stretch both of your arms up. And as you exhale, turn towards your left leg, and then lower your hands down onto your left leg somewhere. Yeah, relax forward and down. Janu Shirshasana, letter A. You might feel this in a lot of different places. Maybe in your hips, you might also feel this in your back or along the back side of your left leg. But you want to relax down. Again, it doesn't matter whether or not you touch your toes or can fold down completely. You just do what you can to find some sensation and stretch in your body, which opens and releases tension or blockages in your body. And sometimes those blockages can be a result of fear, or a result of feeling unsafe. And so to release that tension and open up our energetic body, we move through these stretches somewhat systematically. So we can restore ourselves to that place of trust, of feeling safe, feeling whole, of feeling abundant. Let's come on up. We're going to make our way to all fours again. We're going to do the other side. So come on to your hands and your knees once again. If it would feel good to you to release by doing a couple of cat-cows or doing some hip circles or three-legged dog after that, please feel free to release your right hip as you need to. And we'll start to move to the left side, setting up for pigeon on the left. So you're going to take your left knee, slide it forward. Left knee slides forward to your left wrist. Start to walk your left foot over towards your right wrist. Again, a little or a lot. And if you're not sure, just start with a little. You can always adjust it once you get down there. Start to stretch your right leg back, which will lower your hips forward and down, coming into Pigeon Pose on the left side. Again, be mindful of your knees. If you need to, you flip over onto your back. And do that reclined position. This time, bring your left heel on top of your right thigh to find the reclined pigeon position. As I often say, I had a teacher that once said, you know, you can mess with the gods, you can mess with the government, but don't mess with your knees. Yeah, so be careful. If your knees are sending you a message, you need to trust that message and flip over on your back. So lean forward if you want. We'll take a few breaths here, stretching out our left hip. The more you can relax, then these hip openers, the more benefits you receive. So even if you have to come out of the pose a little bit to find freedom in your breath and allow that to happen. We don't want to constrict around the breath or hamper the breath in any way. It blocks energy. You want to keep the breath flowing nice and smooth. Slowly, if you're lying on your back, start to make your way up towards your seat. If you have leaned forward, start to bring your upper body up and roll onto your left hip. So roll onto your left hip. Eventually seated on your bottom and your right toes up towards the ceiling. Inhale and raise your arms up over your head. Exhale, turn and reach towards your right foot this time. Lean forward and down. Notice the sensations. They can be different from one side of the body to the other, and that is okay. Let's take one more breath here, and we're going to slowly come on up. And once again, if there's a couple of cat-cows, or you want to release that left hip, doing some three-legged dogs or circling through your left hip, feel free. Otherwise, we're going to start to make our way onto our back. So working towards the end of our practice, So making our way down to our backs. So grab your knees, roll onto your back, hug your knees in, rock and roll a little bit, or roll around from side to side. And we'll finish off with a twist. So put your feet down on the ground, and you can walk so your feet and your knees are touching one another. Or you can cross your left leg over the right and then drop your legs to the right. Look over your left shoulder. Twists help to realign the spine. To release old thought patterns or energy that no longer serves us. And they allow the main energy channel of our body, which is called our Sushumna, to allow movement of energy along our Sushumna. It's very free if our spine is. So during these times, we can experience a lot of different emotions quickly, and our emotions can really swing and vacillate a lot. But if you keep your body open and your mind open, the emotions, whether you label them as positive or negative, will move through you quickly and fully without causing unnecessary tension in your body. Bring your head back to the center. Bring your legs back to the center. Let's complete our twist by going the other way. So again, knees and legs can be side by side. You can cross your right leg over, drop everything to the left. Look over your right shoulder. Bring your head back to the center first. Then your legs, uncross your legs. And then we'll find a position for final relaxation. You may prefer to keep your knees bent. Or if you'd like, you can stretch your legs out nice and long. Laying on your back. Find a comfortable position for your hands, whatever that may be this evening. And eventually closing your eyes once you find that place that makes your body feel still and soft. Allow the breath to flow in and out of your nose naturally. And we'll lie in stillness for a few moments. come back. If you drifted off first, by connecting with your breath, take a few deeper inhales and exhales. Making some movements if you want, your hands or your feet, or take a stretch. And if you'd like, roll on to one side and take a few breaths. Then gently come on up to your seat. You'll finish our practice by doing what's called sealing it, taking all the energy we've created from our practice and sealing it in our body so we can take it with us throughout the rest of our day. So bring your hands to your heart, which always seals the practice with unconditional love and gratitude. Thank you all so much for tuning in tonight for our virtual yoga at the Battery. Thanks so much for sharing your practice with me. Namaste. Namaste. So again, thanks so much, everybody, for tuning in tonight. My name is Renee, and I hope to see you again. I hope to see you again very, very soon. And we look forward to the opportunity when we can see each other once again in person. But in the meantime, keep tuning in Monday nights, 6:30, virtual yoga here at the Battery. And we'll keep the conversation going. So I really hope all of you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope to see you soon. Oh, I'm seeing some comments and some hearts floating up there. Thanks. Oh, thanks, Cindy. Always good to see you. I hope to see you again soon as well. Well, have a great night, everybody. I'm going to sign off. Much love. See you soon. Bye.